Hello and welcome back. And this is another lore reading. We're going to pause in storming the castle to remember some stuff about the history of this place we find ourselves in. And I might have actually managed to figure out how to get at least most of the ones that we missed last time. And there don't appear to be any new ones since we started storming the castle. So anyway, let's just see which ones are completely new. 8. We didn't have 8 before. Corpse. I think we'd be familiar with the concept. I mean, we've created a bunch of them. To any who doubt the wickedness of blood magic, I say, with your own hand, strike down the corpse of your own brothers who have fallen in battle to a Maleficar. Then we may discuss morality. Knight Commander Benedictus, in a letter to the Divine, 546 Exalted. The Walking Dead are not, as superstitions are wont to believe, the living come back for revenge. They are rather corpses possessed by demons. The shambling corpse controlled by a demon of sloth causes its enemies to become weak and fatigued. Corpses possessed by rage demons go berserk and simply wade into their opponents mindlessly. Devouring corpses are held by hunger demons, and they feed upon the living. The more powerful demons rarely deign to possess a dead host. Okay, that's 23. Revenant. An entire unit of men, all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first, your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor, and well, at first I thought his rantings pure exaggeration. It appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those our brothers at Marnas Pel encountered almost a century ago. Men pulled through the air to skewer themselves on the creature's blade. An attack so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. No, your perfection. What we have here is indeed a revenant and nothing less. A revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it amongst the most powerful possessed opponents that one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored and prefer the use of their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range should they try to flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them, stay at range if possible, and strike quickly. That is the only way to take such a demon down. Sets. Just rarely. Okay. Let's see. 22. Alright. It's fine. Let's just. I think this one's new. Apostates is not uncommon for a neophyte to mistake apostates in Maleficar as one and the same. Indeed, the chantry has gone to great lengths over the centuries to establish that this is so. The truth, however, is that while an apostate is often a Maleficar, he need not be so. A Maleficar is a mage who employs forbidden knowledge such as blood magic and the summoning of demons, whereas an apostate is merely any mage who does not fall under the auspices of the Circle of Magi, and therefore the chantry. They are hunted by the Templars, and quite often they will turn to forbidden knowledge in order to survive, but it would be a lie to say that all apostates begin this way. Historically, apostates become such in one of two ways. Either they are mages who have escaped the circle, or mages who were never part of it to begin with. The latter category includes what we tend to refer to as hedge mages, those with magical ability out in the hinterlands who follow a different magical tradition than our own. Some of the hedge mages are not even aware of their nature. Undeveloped, their abilities can express themselves in a variety of ways, which the hedge mage might have attributed to faith, or will, or to another in being entirely, depending on his nature. Some of these traditions are passed down from generation to generation, as with the so-called witches of the Chazen Wilders or the shamans of the Avar, or barbarians. No matter how a mage has become an apostate, the chantry treats them alike. Templars begin a systematic hunt to bring the apostate to justice. In almost all cases, justice is execution. If there is some overriding reason the mage should live, the right of tranquility is employed instead. Whether we of the Circle of Magi believe the system is fair is irrelevant. It is what it is. From Patterns Within Form by Halden, First Enchanter of Starkhaven, 880 Blessed. Okay. Don't know which of these. Probably this one. Yeah. I don't think these are. Culture 98, 20, 7. Five. Didn't try this one. Orzammar. Wait. Okay, I don't think we actually had this one. This is weird. Memories tell us that our kingdom once reached far beneath the mountains, and that the tigers were almost beyond counting. Kalshrakska. Then its capital, then home to all the noble houses in Orzammar, were simply the home of minor smith castes. It was the Twinter Imperium that things changed. I'm fairly certain we did this one already. I'm not sure why I don't have it written down though. Suspect that this one is new. Yes, probably would be new. King Kaelin. King Kaelin Theron once famously declared, "The fate of Redcliffe is the fate of all Ferelden." Certainly, the castle is the first and last defense for the sole land route into Ferelden, and the country has never fallen to any force that did not first capture Redcliffe. That's surprising, because they could probably easily land anywhere along the coast. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable, also guards one of the largest and most prosperous towns in Ferelden. I don't think you see it in the game, in any of them. Redcliffe village is well situated near the mountain pass to Orzammar and the Orlesian border, and so serves as a center for foreign trade. For these reasons, Redcliffe is accounted an Arling despite the smallness of the domain. The inhabitants of Redcliffe village are primarily fishermen or merchants who ship Dwarven goods through the pass from Orlais to Denerim. When the entire village smells of smoked fish on certain late autumn mornings, the merchants in their finery do their utmost to pretend otherwise. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Religion and TV, Ray Wardens, Don't Think So, Curry Wild, we already got that, Darkspawn, The Blights. Characters. 6, 60, 72, 75. Right. Arlessa is old. For the one who delivers the sacred ashes of Our Lady will have the esteem of Redcliffe and all the riches it is in my power to grant. The Arling of Redcliffe was a source of constant trouble for Emperor Revel during the occupation. It was rumored that since each new report sent the Emperor into a fit of violent rage, his court had taken to poisoning messengers before they could deliver their accounts. Don't think that would be terribly effective. Because, unless you also didn't let the counts ever get there, the Emperor would still fly into a rage. Isolde's family was the 10th to be given the difficult task of governing Redcliffe, and since most of the previous Arls had either been murdered by their bands or beheaded by the Emperor, they did not approach the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. Isolde met Eamon, not realizing he was the rightful heir to her father's domain, and quickly became smitten with him for being part of the resistance. Never mind that it was her family he was resisting. Perhaps a bit too romantic for her own good, she insisted upon staying behind with Eamon when the rest of her family was driven out. That. Characters, books, and songs, quest related. 16, 22. Alright. And that appears to be everything I have noted. So, I will call it here. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I should be back on Thursday with another actual gameplay.